Good morning, New England swimming. We have made it. We have made it to the final day of the 2022 New England 11 to 14 age group championships here at lovely WPI in Worcester, Massachusetts. As we have done with all of our sessions, we'd like to thank A3 Performance, a proud partner of WPI Swimming and Diving and sponsor of the New England Swimming Age Group Championships. Emerging as the industry leader in racing and training technology, A3 Performance is the fastest growing brand of competitive swimwear in the United States. Visit a3performance.com to learn more about the Vici, the most advanced racing suit in the water. A3 Performance, lead, innovate, inspire. And here's a quick word from our sponsor.
Leaders don't set out to lead. They set out to make a difference. A3 Performance is America's fastest racing brand because we are driven to be the best. A3 Performance. Lead, innovate, inspire.
All right, folks, you know what they say at the end of something. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. We are at our final day of the age group championships. This should be a interesting, kind of a marathon day. We have our prelims in the morning. We have a distance session in the afternoon with the mile. And then we have finals tonight, which should be very exciting. We had some great finals last night. I hope you all enjoyed Reed Jeffrey from Atlantis Aquatics, who joined us yesterday, was able to provide some very good insight into the college recruiting process. You get to hear her standpoint and viewpoint on racing strategies and such, so she'll be joining us in the future for sure. This morning I'm alongside Elisa Pelchat, another Gator mom, and it should be noted that Elisa's daughter Julia is the current MIAA 50 freestyle state champion as of yesterday, winning the 50 freestyle at Boston University. She also came in second in the 100 freestyle. So big congratulations to Julia Pelchat. She's a Gator swimmer. There were tons of swimmers from all of these clubs that competed yesterday. Obviously, Zuri Ferguson had a great swim. Jill Carline, another Bishop Feehan teammate of Julia's, won both of her events. My daughter, Addison Abreu, Jayla Pina, both from Seekonk. So there were a lot of swimmers yesterday who competed and did awesome in the MIAA state tournaments yesterday. So congratulations to all of those young ladies. The boys are today over at Boston University. So that should be a fun one. I think that starts at 1:30. We're scheduled to start around 9:15. 9:15 is the start time. They've cleared the pool here. The officials have already done their meetings. So we're just patiently waiting for the start. When we do get started, it will be event number 51, the girls 11 and 12 50-yard butterfly. There will be 3 heats. We'll move into the 200 back after that. Let's see, followed by the 100 free, followed by the 2 breast, followed by the 1 IM, which will only be for the 11 and 12s. And then we'll get into the relays, and that's the morning. So we should have a pretty easy breezy morning. Hope everyone had a good night last night after the event. Jenny Eady. Of course, Jenny's one of the first one to chime in. I have her fellow Clemson alum sitting next to me with her Clemson Apple Watch band, Jenny. So you and Elisa can talk shop at some point. Last day, fast day. Yes, we hope for all of these kids it will be a fast day this morning and tonight here at WPI. It has been a weekend filled with all sorts of performances and really great performances across the board for all of the teams here. So all of these young men and women should be really proud of themselves as far as how they've swam in a championship environment like this, especially some of the times that we have seen for the 11 and 12-year-olds are just, it's unbelievable It's unbelievable. And, obviously the 13, 14s as well. So definitely a bright future ahead for New England swimming all the way around. I mean, some of these 11 and 12-year-old swimmers and their times could go into a high school meet in Massachusetts here and be like a top swimmer in the state at 11 and 12, which is it's just unbelievable. So definitely the future is bright. We're excited because now after today, we'll move into age groups next weekend at WPI. So we'll be back here next weekend for those of you with 15 to 18-year-old children. We'll be back broadcasting next week here. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week. No Thursday night, which is nice. I get a little one-session reprieve, break. Give the voice a little bit of a chance to recharge. Shauna Doobie says, let's go Greenwood. Giddy up or giddy out, as Coach Don would say. Yes, I'm very sorry for your loss with Coach Don. I never knew Don. Obviously, I saw him at a lot of meets. He was such a great figure, always had a big smile on his face. Definitely a big loss for the swimming world. I did have a chance to meet Adriana Grabsky, though. So Adriana is an assistant coach here at WPI, and her and her husband also coach at Greenwood. Both superstar swimmers at Virginia Tech, and I believe her husband still owns the 400 IM record at Virginia Tech. So it seems like they are doing a fantastic job with Greenwood. We talked about one of their swimmers, Amanda Whitkiss, who has committed to the University of Miami. So that is spectacular. So Greenwood Swimming seems to be in good hands. But, again, I apologize. And, all of New England Swimming sends their thoughts to Greenwood on the loss of Coach Don. Another thing I wanted to get out there on the PVAA side, we talked about this the other day. Ethan Tran is one of PVAA's young 9-year-old swimmers. He was recently diagnosed with leukemia. So Ethan's got a little bit of a fight coming up ahead of him. So we just wanted to make sure that the Tran family and all of their friends and family and everybody knows that all of New England Swimming is behind them. We can't wait for Ethan to beat the crap out of this thing and then get back in the water. We'll all be cheering loud for him in and out of the water. So our thoughts go out to Ethan and his family, and I'm sure they already know this. If they need anything from anyone in the New England swimming community, all they need to do is raise their hand. So with that being said, it looks like we're getting ready. Officials are looking very official and in place. Let's see who I recognize on the deck this morning. Jason Eady, Randy Wilson. There's a lot of officials that I don't know here, but they've been here all weekend. Again, a big thanks to Paul Bennett, head coach at WPI here. He is the facility host, and WPI has done a fantastic job of running this meet. It's all WPI staff that's running, the scoreboard and the timing system and kind of all the behind-the-scenes type of stuff. So they've done a fantastic job. Let's see. I'm catching up on the live stream. 5 William and Mary alumni swimmers watching from Connecticut yesterday unanimously agreed that this is the best swim competition production that they have seen. Wait, exception being the Olympics. Exception, come on. Yeah. Carrie Doherty, thank you very much. That's very nice of you. Joe Monty says some of those 12-year-old boys are the size of high schoolers. Yeah, it's true. I think Avery Culver's 50 free yesterday was like a 21 or a 22. Like, it was crazy. Whew, fast. I mean, typically you see 50 free 21, 22 times college swimmers. Right. Or, very much older kids. So, yeah, it's been incredible. Carrie Doherty, thank you. Carrie Doherty, thank you for the the compliment. Like I said, I have a lot of help. You know, people like Elisa, Tim Groves, Neil Hartman, Tracy Gagnon. I get a lot of help from parents because I definitely can't do all this by myself. So it's really a testament to everyone else who helps me. And as you all know, there's a lot of stuff that goes into putting a swim meet and a production together. We don't have graphics yet. I think they're all loaded and ready. Sometimes the first heat, there's a little bit of I think what happens is they run a test and then they don't go back, and it's kind of technical, Bob. So if it still says streamline there once we get going, I'll take that off for now, but we'll be back. We're connected in to the system. 9:11 here on the East Coast. Beautiful sunny day in Worcester as we overlook the football field here at WPI. I also heard that congrats are in order to the WPI basketball team who won the NUMAC championship. I think it was yesterday. So congratulations to WPI men's basketball for winning the NUMAC championship. Big accomplishment. Met some of the parents of the basketball players at the hotel I was staying at. They were partying a little bit last night, so well-deserved. Congratulations to WPI basketball. $171 of you with us so far. We've had some pretty crazy numbers. Friday night, 338 people. Last night, we were up in the 320s. So, again, I'm going to put the challenge out there. This is the last day, folks. I'd love to get to 400. I would love to get to 400. So, if we had all of those people that made up the 330 Friday night, if half of you invite one friend and 3/4 of those friends show up, we will hit 400. I think that's the math. I don't know. I'm not really a big math guy. My daughter's a big math person, not me. So, but let's try and get that link out to anyone and everyone. Let's make those finals tonight the most watched of all of the sessions here this weekend. Again, we'll toss it down to the PA announcer when he begins his announcements. Mark Wild, he's getting ready down there. Again, he's a staff member of WPI. He's done a great job this weekend. Who else has done a great job by name? I know Spencer has done a great job running the board down there. Again, all members of Paul Bennett's team here at WPI. Here we go. We're ready to rock. There's our graphics. So many people on board here. Lena Roman, Ashley Erickson, Jessica Musamara, Andrea Falagera, Susan London, Joanne Kelly, Barbara Britton, Serenity, Ashley Erickson, Robin Gagnon, Adam Wienert. Adam, you had some great questions last night for Ree. I really liked all those and appreciated all those college questions. Those were very good, and I thought there were some very good, insightful answers by Ree in terms of the college process. So for those of you who missed last night's session, go back and just watch the 500s, which were at the end. That's where really I got to have a conversation with Ree about the college process, the recruiting process, what she went through personally. You know, she's, I don't want to say one in a million, but besides Ivy League schools, she talked about she could have swam at any school in the country. You know, she was that talented.
Welcome to our final preliminary session.
We'll hand it over to Mark Wild.
This morning we're starting with the 50 butterfly. Then we'll have a break, the 200 back, 100 free, 2 breast, 100 IM, and we'll finish off with a 4 freestyle relay. As a reminder, time trials are due at 10:45, and please have your relay names in before the start of the relays. Our first event is event 51, girls 11-12 50-yard butterfly. There will be 3 heats.
All right, so you heard, as a couple people referred to him as the voice of God, Mark Wild down on the PA. God, Darth Vader. Here we go, folks. Heat number 1. We have Avery Evanson Avery Evanson from the Storm in lane 2. Giselle Ingo in 3. Grace Lunardelli in 4. Ellie DeGray in 5. Genesis Nunez in 6. Zoe Sorello Sachetta in lane 7. And Valeria Preet in lane 8. Once again, this is the 50 fly. So a quick up and back here. It looks like it's lanes 4 and 6. Lunardelli and Nunez battling. Who's going to touch first? It looks like it'll be Nunez, and it is 28.48 for Nunez, 28.99 for Lunardelli. Sorello Sachetta comes in third with a 30.01. We'll move into heat number 2. Firing away right off the bat here, folks. Lanes 1, 9, and 10 will be open. Haley Musamara in 2. Caroline Curtin in 3. Amy Q in 4. Evie Gao in 5. Rosie Pan in 6. Maya Pereira in 7. And Jada Matry in lane 8. Looks as though it will be, yes, Amy Q takes it. Evie Gao takes second. Maya Pereira takes third. We'll move on to heat number 3, our final heat already. So these 50s just fly by. Don't worry, folks. 200 back won't fly by. McKenna Lawson in lane 2. Alex Noble in 3. Serenity Coleman in 3. Julia Lembo in Serenity Coleman's in 4, Julia Lembo in 5, Sophia Oliveira in 6, Sadie Gagnon in 7, Anna Zaffron in 8, and Caroline Specht in lane 9. So let's see, Lembo and Oliveira battling it out here, and it's Lembo taking it 28.06, Oliveira 28.12, Coleman goes a 29.50. We'll move into event number 52. This is the boys 11 to 12 50-yard butterfly. Record was set back in 2018 by Marcel Liu, 24.84. We'll have swimmers in lanes 4, 5, 6, and 7. Max Fukudome in lane 4, Chris Zhu in 5, Alex Yoon in 6, and Roger Zhang in 7. So Fukudome and Zhang from Crimson, Zhu and Yoon both from Greenwood Swimming. So Crimson bookends, Greenwood in the middle. Again, quick 50s here. It looks like it's Chris Zhu. Jumped out to the early lead. And it will be Zhu who takes it. 30-32 the time. Zhang takes second, Yoon takes third. We'll move on to heat number 2. Rocking and rolling here at the WPI pool. All 10 lanes filled here. There are your lane assignments. Top time coming in belongs to Brian Zhang from Metro West YMCA. 28.23 for Zhang. He's in lane 5. And he's ever so slightly out in front right now. Probably by a 0.2 of a second. Good pull out there in lane 4 by Derek Feng. So here comes Feng. Also, here comes Dara Gamel from Ryak. But it looks like Zhang will hold them all off. And he does. 28.11 for Zhang. 28.42 for Feng. Dara Gamel goes to 28.76. We'll move on to heat number 3. There will be 4 heats here. It is Lightning Warfare back and forth. Here's heat 3. Luke Richards in 1, Alfie Davies in 2, Leo Torres in 3, Aiden Chapman in 4, Aiden Boyle in 5, James Dupre in 6, Alex Barone in 7, Brendan Titley in 8, Sebastian Tran-Pham in 9, Matthew Edwards in 10, Aiden Boyle's in 5. He's got the top time coming in, and they have the best logo in the business, the Edge. Awesome logo with the shark coming through. Absolutely love that thing. I talked about it yesterday. Ad nauseum, perhaps, to some people, but it was fantastic. Aiden Boyle will... Aiden Dupre. No, let me try that again. James Dupre he'll take it. Aiden Boyle takes second. Alex Barone takes third. We'll move on to our final heat. Already, we're already done with the butterfly. One and done here. This is heat number 4. So, folks, keep an eye on Avery Cover. This kid was absolutely dynamic yesterday. And as you can see right now, about 12 yards into the pool, he has built up a body length lead. So Avery Cover is a 12-year-old from Orca Aquatics. He came into this heat with a 25.93. And just to build up this sort of a lead in a 50-yard race is unbelievable. He'll go at 25.3. So he comes in and drops 0.6 of a second on his already ridiculously fast time. Raymond takes second. Wu takes third.
As noted, there is a 5-minute break. We will resume at 9:25. Girls, relax.
So there's a break now. I don't know if are they doing awards?
The results of event 51, girls 11 to 12, 50-yard butterfly. First alternate, Caroline Specht. Swimming in your B final, from Gator, Valeria Pratt. From Nashua Storm, Avery Evanson. From ICMY, Giselle Yen. From Y of the North Shore, Caroline Curtin. From South Shore, Alex Noble. From Gator, Sadie Gagnon. From Rockingham area, McKenna Lawson. From Y of the North Shore, Zoe Sorello Sachetta. From Amherst Tritons, Jada Matry. From Solo, Haley Masumura. Swimming in your A final, from Kingfish, Anna Sasfrin. From Webb, Serenity Coleman. From Gator, Grace Lunardelli. From Crimson, Rosie Pan. From Dedham, Maya Pereira. From Phoenix, Genesis Nunez. From Charles River, Evie Gao. From Charles River, Sofia Oliveira. From Boston Bluefins, Julia Lembo. And your top time from this morning from Bluefish, Amy Chi at 28:00. The time is 9:22. You have 30 minutes to declare your intentions to scratch.
All right, so there you have the finalist for tonight. I'm sorry, folks. I was muted. I unmuted. I cleared my throat, and then I muted again. I'm sorry. Sometimes it's day 4. It's been a long.
And the results of event 52, the boys 11, 12, 50-yard butterfly. 20th, Eric Henderson. 19th, Charlie Doobie. In a tie for 17th, Peter Zhu and Luke Richards. 16th, Zico L. Abd. 15th, Sebastian Tran Pham. In a 3-way tie for 12th, Brian XU, Dylan Coyle, Brendan Titley, and in 11th, Ben Rainey. Swimming in your A final, Aiden Chapman, Derek Gamble, Alex Barone, William Wu, Derek Fang, Brian Zhang, Tucker Raymond, Aiden Boyle, James Dupree, and your top seed from Orca Aquatics, Avery Cover. The time is 9:23. You have 30 minutes to declare your intentions to scratch.
Okay, so maybe that's the 5-minute break, just to announce who the finalists are, perhaps. We'll see if there's any more. So on that note, I'll just say I do appreciate all the parents who have helped me with pronunciations of their kids' names, whether it's through live chat or through back channels. And I say through back channels because I've talked to some of the Gator parents who have met other parents who have very kindly and nicely, thrown in just a little about maybe Jeremy's not pronouncing my child's name right all the time or sometimes. And then the Gator parents will give me the correct pronunciation. And I feel like I'm getting better, folks. So I appreciate all of you bearing with me on the pronunciations. Some of them are difficult. Let's face it. We're not all Smiths or Joneses out here. So I do appreciate all of that help. When we do resume, we will go back into event 53. Oh, hold on. Here comes the voice of WPI.
Our next event is event 53, the girls 11 to 12, 200-yard backstroke. There will be 2 heats.
All right. So I guess we're getting ready. All right, so it looks like why they took a break, my astute Clemson graduate partner points out, because they're running two 11 and 12-year-old events back-to-back. So, you know, in case there must be kids that are swimming in both, a little bit of a break. So we got lanes 1, 9, and 10 open here. Annabelle Hoover in 2, Raina Wu in 3, Sarah Zhang in 4, Ailette Nishikawa Gaitham in 5, Rafaela Andretta in 6, Emma Santoro in 7, and Andrea Key in lane 8. So 200 back. Annabelle Hoover leading the way, followed by Nishikawa Gaitham and Zhang. Just catching up on some of the comments. Yeah, Avery Cover is a special talent. I mean, at his age to be performing the way he is a testament really to his parents, to, you know, his teammates, his coaches, all of that. So, you know, we certainly wish. I don't know Avery as well. I feel like I know him because I've called his swim meets now for about a year. His Orca Aquatics has participated, or I believe Avery might have been on a different team prior, but they participated in quite a few meets at Seekonk High School, which is our Gators home pool, during COVID. So I had the pleasure of calling many of his meets, and I've just seen him over the past year and a half really just hit the scene. Unbelievable. So bright future for Cover, certainly. Nishikawa Gaitham has moved into first, so Annabelle Hoover went out with the 32.4, but it was Gaitham followed that up with a 34.3. She's currently your leader at the 150-yard mark. She's followed by Hoover and Zhang. Nishikawa Gaitham, another one of the young, talented swimmers, always at the top in finals. So she's had a great weekend thus far. Her Bluefish teammates down at the end of the pool, just like all the other teammates, urging them on in the backstroke, one of the main strokes where you can actually like see kind of what's going on, maybe like, I don't know, like a 90-degree view, maybe even 180. So Nishikawa Gaitham will take it 2:16.24. It is Hoover who takes second. Zhang takes third. Oh, okay, so we have some good pronunciations. I love it. So Matri is Matri. Okay. Tyrell is Tyrell. Okay. Perfect. Perfect, folks. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. And don't get mad if I don't get it completely right, even though you've told me how to say it. It takes me in my brain 10, 11, 12 times to get it right. But I appreciate everyone's patience here. Caroline Specht in lane 2, Nora Williamson in 3, Rosie Pan in 4. Leah Walden, who we saw with a spectacular come from behind victory last night in lane 5. Erin Kelly in 6, Amy Key in 7, Ava Robitaille in 8, and Avery Evanson is in lane 9. So I believe it was Walden and Key last night. It was the 100 back. Amy Key led for 75, maybe 80 yards, and Leah Walden had a push at the end, came out of nowhere. She was running in second the whole race, but had a fantastic finish at the end. It was unbelievable. So nice race there. We see right now it's Leah Walden, who we've been talking about, looking extremely solid, leading the way here, followed by Kelly and Key. P. Ryan Wilson, I appreciate it. I don't think anyone's really upset at my pronunciation of the names. I think everybody understands. But, yeah, you make a good point. Worcester, people call it like Worcester. Worcester. Some of our cities and towns in Massachusetts get absolutely butchered. Yeah, right. Phonetically speaking, Worcester is how you would say it if you were just like from another part of the country. Yeah. So Leah Walden continues to lead the way, followed by Erin Kelly. Amy Key is running third, but look at the distance that Leah Walden has built that lead. So congratulations to Leah Walden. She'll take it 2:11.96. It's about a second and a half time drop. Kelly takes second, and it is Rosie Pan who takes third. Andrea Falagera says Haverhill, which is a lot of people say Haverhill. Haverhill. I've heard Haverhill before. Event 54 coming up next here. 1, 2, 9, and 10 will be open. Chase Whitman in lane 3, Jonathan Baxter in 4, Dennis Zhu in 5, Tyler Hong in 6, Evan Jiang in 7, and Declan McDonald in lane 8. This is event 54, heat 1 of the men's 11 and 12, 200 back. Tammy, touche. That was a great way to throw it in. You give me a compliment, and then you give me the correct pronunciation. I love it. And that's good because I've been calling Kian's last name and your last name Grabar, but now I know it's Graybar. Perfect. See, this is good, folks. But again, bear with me. It may take me a few times to get it right. You know, it's what's that thing? It takes 7 days to build a habit, or 2 weeks, or what? 20 days, right? It takes 20 days of doing something to, like, create a habit. You know, in my brain, the way it's wired, it probably takes like 10, 11 pronunciations before it becomes a habit. But I understand now it's Graybar, it's Matri, and it's Lucy Turrell. Appreciate all the patience. Hong leading the way, followed by Whitman and McDonald. Pretty cool yesterday as I look out over the football fields. They were the WPI, some members of the engineering team were test flying this drone that they had built. And had a really fancy camera on it. Obviously, I'm into all the technology stuff. So they were doing some videography, cinematography work over campus. Definitely pretty neat. WPI at school, I definitely couldn't have gotten into. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and pretend I could have attended a school like this. Fantastic Institute of Higher Learning here in Worcester. Tyler Hong. He's about to edge out McDonald here in lane 6. So Hong takes first, McDonald second. Zhu takes third. We'll move into heat number 2. Once again, appreciate everyone taking the time to join us this morning at WPI for day 4 of the 2022 New England Swimming 11 to 14 Age Group Championships, brought to you in part by A3 Performance. Check them out at a3performance.com. There are your lane assignments for heat number 2. Eric Chang comes in with the top time of 2:14.96. David Hargeswedo, that's a good one. Dylan Belair operating in lane 2. I had the pleasure of talking to Dylan a little bit last night. He's staying in the hotel that we are. We were down in the lobby. Wish him luck today. Caden Chang, another friend of the program, along with Caden's mom and Jacka Blondie's mom. They've been fixtures in the hotel lobby, cozying up to the fireplace, having dinner every night, little social hour. I've enjoyed my conversations with both of them. Sad, like I said, don't be sad that it's over. Be happy that it happened. We're in day 4. We made it. Dylan Belair leading the way. It is Caden Chang in second. Porter Mulgrew running third. Well, my partner says, we made it. We only have age groups again next week and silvers the following week. So I'm not scheduled to do silvers as of right now. So next week it seems to be my final week before maybe a little bit of a break. And then I'm back here on March 19th and 20th, I believe, for a YMCA of New England championship meet. So Dylan Belair leads the way in lane 2. He's followed by Caden Chang and Porter Mulgrew. So Belair and Chang battling here. Belair in lane 2, and I think it will be Belair, and he does out-touch Chang, 2:16.72 by 6/100ths. Porter Mulgrew goes a 2:17 flat. So congratulations to Belair, Chang, and Mulgrew, top 3 finishers there in heat number 2. We'll move on to heat number 3. Had my awesome daughter, Avery Abreu, helping me out last night. She's literally 2 feet away from me right now. Her AirPods are in, and she's can't even hear me. I'll tell you, kids these days. Izzy. Sure, Izzy, I can shout you out at the 15 to 18s next week if I know who you are. Just Izzy, I need a little more information than just Izzy. Ben Labonte in lane 1, Abby Bangari in 2, Hamza Mali in 3, Henry Michael in 4, Kian Graybar in 5, William Wu in 6, Logan Krolnick in 7, Dara Gamel in lane 8, Dylan Coyle in 9, and Dennis Dragomoretsky in lane 10. And early on, it is Kian Graybar leading the way. And I can see why Kian's mom wanted me to pronounce that correct, Tammy, because Kian is like winning every single race he's in. So I say his name a ton. So if I'm going to be saying his name, I might as well be saying it correctly. Graybar leads the way, followed by Wu and Coyle. And take a look at the lead that Graybar has built up in lane 5. William Wu is running in second. He's about 2.5 seconds behind at the 100-yard mark. Actually, right now he's a little under 4 seconds behind. So Graybar keeps battling along. And again, if you take a look at Graybar's backstroke, he is another one. We talked about this last night. It doesn't look like he's doing anything. It looks like he's just out for like a leisurely stroll in the park, and he is absolutely killing it. Yes, extremely long. He's got that strong kick going, which his kick is a little under the surface of the water, so it doesn't create as much white water up top, so you might not notice it, but he makes it look so easy. So definitely the envy of people like me who make it look difficult. No, I can't. Graybar leads the way. He'll come home. William Wu running in second. Dylan Coyle in third. Graybar came in with a 2:09.65. He goes to 2:09.49, so that's a time drop for him. Wu comes in second. 2:19 flat. And it was Dylan Coyle from Cape Cod up top in lane 9 coming in third. We'll move into heat number 4. Oh, Oh, Izzy Chu. Izzy, what's happening? Of course I'll give you a shout out. I didn't know that was you. Of course. And you can call me Jeremy, Izzy. No Mr. Abreu. I'm already old enough as it is without feeling older. Leo Georgiev in lane 1. Joey Edie in 2. Luca Garrett in 3. Max Sturman in 4. Another superstar from this weekend, Jonathan Fioli-Haughey in lane 5. Brian Zhang in 6. James Cook in 7. Derek Feng in 8. Noah Zuckerman in 9. And it's Carter Siddig in lane 10. So we talk about Avery Cover, and he's certainly been one of the superstar standouts of the weekend so far, but so is Jonathan Fioli-Haughey. I mean, during awards last night, I felt like every time I looked to my left to the number 1 or number 2 podium, there was Fioli-Haughey with a big smile on his face. He'd always wave to the camera. So super happy for Jonathan and all his accomplishments. He leads the way, followed by Zhang and Joey Edie, another one who's had a spectacular weekend as well. You know, it's hard. It's really hard to single people out because everyone here, this is, you know, the best of the best in New England at these age groups. So, you know, no matter what place you come in, you have some solace in knowing that you are one of the best in New England, and it should continue to light that fire, that competitive fire, to keep going, to keep striving to get better. Fioli-Haughey continues to lead the way, followed by Zhang. It's Edie running third, it looks like. Just barely in third. So Fioli-Haughey has 50 to go. Zhang 7.5 seconds behind. Edie a little under 9 behind. It's Sturman running fourth. Cook fifth. Gara, Georgiev, Fang, and Zuckerman. Fioli-Haughey takes it 2:05.15. Of course he dropped time, over 2 seconds. Came in with a 2:07.19. Zhang takes second, 2:15.28, and it is Joey Edie who takes third. So congratulations to the top 3 and the rest of the swimmers as we move into event 55. It's the girls 13-14 200-yard backstroke. So Rebecca Wang in lane 2, Lydia Kraft in 3, Rebecca Wang in 2, Kraft in 3, Noor Abdullah in 4, Aya Hassani in 5, Marina Johnson in lane 6, Molly Jordan in 7, Kiara Wilson in 8, and Emma Richards from Gators in lane 9. Shout out to the Richards family helping the Abreu family with some transportation and logistical planning yesterday. Avery got a ride up here with Karen Richards. She got out of the car and she said, "Oh, Karen was so nice. We had such a great conversation." Aya Hassani leads the way in lane 5 at the 100-yard mark. She went out in 29.81, 102.28 at the halfway point, followed by Johnson from Kingfish and Abdullah from Crimson. Hassani came in with a time of 2:08.20. A lot of silvers talk in the live chat. Listen, I haven't been asked to do silvers. No, I believe silvers is, well, there's multiple locations for silvers. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's one at URI. I think there's one here too. So I haven't been asked to do silvers. I don't know what I have going on that weekend. I may want to keep that weekend open for a little bit of a break since I'm going to be doing another meet March 19th and 20th, but we'll see. It's hard to turn this stuff down. I love it so much. Hassani takes first, 2:08.46. Johnson takes second. We had a soft touch there for third in lane 3, so it looked like it was Kraft or Abdelal, but they had a soft touch there. So check Meet Mobile for those absolute official results. We'll move into heat number 2. Tracy Peng in lane 2, Cindy Ben in 3, Madeline Gregory in 4, Quinn White in 5, Sophie Weingarten in lane 6, Kelly Uribe in 7, Charlotte Tayeb in lane 8, and Morgan Bachelder in lane 9. It is Weingarten out early, very early, 200 back here. Anything can happen. Quinn White, though, touching first, 29.13. Weingarten goes 29.87 to start, followed by Uribe rounding out the top 3. White came in with a 2:01 flat, so a good 10 seconds ahead of Weingarten, who came in with the second fastest time, 2:11.56. It remains White and Weingarten, the Crimson teammates, followed by Taib in third from Charles River. White and Weingarten continue to lead the way. Tracy Peng is now moved up into third. So it's all Crimson at the top. White, Weingarten, and Peng. Quinn White will take it, 2:02.95 for White. Weingarten will take second, 2:09.47. Third place looks like it will be Peng, is it? Yes, Peng takes it, 2:14.02. We'll move on to our final heat here on the girls' side, 13-14. There are your lane assignments, of course. Zuri Ferguson, the top seed coming in. All-American consideration on her time yesterday at the MIAA state finals, 54.10. Good for first place and a state champion in the 100 back. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. My partner mentioning we believe Zuri turns 15 next week. She has one of those interesting birthdays which she gets to swim basically in both age groups, like the 13, 14, and then the 15 and over. I believe that's how it works when her birthday is coming up. So happy early birthday. Zuri leading the way, followed by Sarah Rapucci and Sophia Crudy. Leo Balon checking in. Good morning. As Ferguson continues to lead the way. Rapucci in second. Her Crimson teammate Emma Kawai in third.
alternate Ben Cox. Swimming in your B final, Henry Michael, Derek Fang, Noah Zuckerman, Derek Liu, Luca Guerrera, Leo Georgiev, Luke Richards, Logan Kralnick, Abby Bangari, and Dylan Coyle. Swimming in your A file, Max Shertman, James Cook, William Wu, Joey Eady, Porter Mulgrew, Eric Chang, Dylan Belair, Brian Zhang, Kian Grabber, and your top seed from Anglerfish, Jonathan Feel-Hahi.
So Ferguson takes first, Emma Kawai takes second, Sarah Rapucci third. So Crimson goes 2-3.
Our next event is event 56, boys 13, 14, 20 meter backstroke. There will be 3 heats. Heat 1.
Ethan Zhang in lane 2, Ethan Liu in 3, Cale Nelson in 4, Ethan Steichen in lane 5, Keith Hartman in 6, Max Georgiev in lane 7, and Jackson White in lane 8. Steichen comes in with the top time here. Where are we? I got to find myself on the heat sheet. 2:02.35 for Steichen. He leads the way, followed by Hartman and Zhang. Yeah. Right, another one. So Steichen is another one. Look, just like Kian Graybar, it looks like he's barely doing anything, and he is so long. I find it fascinating. I really do, how some backstrokers look like they're barely exerting any effort, and some look like there's all the effort in the world, and Steichen is just one of them. I don't know. It's amazing. I think the catch and the pull is so strong on especially when you have long arms as a backstroker. You get that good shoulder rotation, and you're catching that water like a foot behind you and pulling it forward underwater. Push, yeah. Well, whatever you're doing, Miss Technical Swimmer, my partner here. We're going to put her in the pool and do a time trial after this, see what's going on, and we're going to get her daughter up here to race her. Ethan Steichen from Executive will take our opening heat of the boys, 13, 14, 200 back, 2:03.04. Keith Hartman takes second from Gators, and it is Ethan Zhang from United who takes third. The New England record here was set a few years ago by Caleb Maldari, 148.59. Right. Maybe Alex Parent will have an outside chance at that. He's 154 right now, so he's 6 seconds off. But I've seen the Parents drop some pretty amazing time in races, so I'm definitely not someone who would count them out. Rex Lee in lane 2, Jack Eady in 3, Azariah Mamaset in lane 4, Matthew Smith in 5, Gerhard Hoover in 6, Jonah Nathanson in 7, and Jack Chipetta in lane 8. It's Mamaset leading the way, followed by Nathanson and Hoover. Mamaset, another one, doesn't look like he's putting a lot of effort and just absolutely killing it. It's funny, I have not seen Mamaset probably in a couple of years. With COVID, some of these swimmers, you just haven't seen them, and the growth that some of them have had, both height-wise and muscle-wise, is unbelievable. Mamaset, I did not even recognize him. I think the last time I saw Azariah, I haven't seen Mama said he's 14 now. I probably haven't seen him since he was like 10 or 11. So it is just crazy. And right on cue, it is Mama Set leading the way, followed by Jack Chiappetta and Matthew Smith. So our top three swimmers 9/10 of a second apart. Jack Chiappetta in lane 2 may have moved into the lead ever so slightly. So Mama Set and Chiappetta will battle for first and second. It looks like it's Chiappetta who has moved into first. So Chiappetta will take it, followed by Mama Set. Hoover will take third. We'll move into our third and final heat. So keep an eye on Alex Parent in lane 5. Comes in with a 154.28. Meet record 148, the New England record, 148.59. So it wouldn't surprise me between prelims and finals to see that record go down. A 6-second drop is a lot of time, but as I've mentioned, I've seen the parent swimmers. I'm going to say this parent swimmers, Josh, Alex, Zach, Olivia, correct? I've seen them all drop crazy amounts of time. So not counting anyone out. Leon Kocharovsky in lane 2, Chris Zhang in 3, Eric Nee in 4. The aforementioned parent in lane 5, Braden Ando in 6, Nathan Manzione in 7, Jarrett Zito in 8, and Jordan Kinch in lane 9. It is parent leading the way. He's out in a 28-1. Teddy's son out there, friend of the program from the Tritons. If you watched the senior championships at Brown University, had a nice interview with Teddy. He will be competing next weekend here in the 15 to 18 age groups. All Bluefish at the top right now. Top 4 spots, Parent, Ando, Nee, and Zhang. Parent's lead is just under 2 seconds over Ando. So let's see. Parent at the 150. He's at 128.34. So he would need to come back in a 20, which that's not going to happen right now. But we'll see tonight. I'm sure with the adrenaline flowing and the competitiveness of the finals, it'll be a different story. Parent takes it 158.37. The time for Parent. Ando takes second, Nee takes third, Zhang takes fourth. You got to go down to fifth before you find a non-Bluefish swimmer. That's Nathan Manzione from Charles River. We'll move into the girls 11-12. This is the 100-yard freestyle, always an exciting event. Lanes 1, 9, and 10 will be open. Another, yeah, absolutely. Definitely a sprinting event. Caroline Curtin in 2, Audrey Harjaswedo in 3, Anna Zaffron in 4, Evie Gow in 5, Sadie Gagnon in 6, Nora Simmons in 7, and Zoe Sorello-Sachetta in lane 8. Lane 7 is actually open, so no Nora Simmons. Lane 7 is open. There we go. Missed that one. But it is another one of these superstars here this weekend. Sadie Gagnon leading the way from Gators. She's out in a 26.86. So she's had a great 11 to 14 age group championship. Saw her smiling face up at the podium quite a few times. Gagnon will take it. 56-15 for Gagnon. That's a little over a second and a half time drop. Gao takes second. Zafran takes third. We'll move on to heat number 2. Lanes 1, 9, and 10 are open here. Amelia Gallant in 2, Nora Williamson in 3, Grace Lunardelli in 4, Ali DeGray in. Ali DeGray is not in 5, so Ali DeGray is a scratch here. Emma Santoro in 6, Genesis Nunez in 7, and Izzy Gilbert in lane 8. Top time coming in did belong to DeGray, but she's not here, so it is Emma Santoro from the Bluefins, 57-47. It is Grace Lunardelli, though, leading the way right now from Gators, followed by Santoro and Williamson. Lunardelli looking to make the first 2 heats won by Gator swimmers. She's getting some challenge, though, from Genesis Nunez in lane 7 and Williamson in 3. Can she hold them off? She will. Lunardelli goes to 58-15. Nunez 58-51. Williamson takes third, 58-66. We'll move into heat number 3. Jada Matri in lane 2. Maya Particelli in 3. Eliana Lamb in 4. Sofia Oliveira in 5. Julia Lembo in 6, Michelle Azarian in 7, and Anna Pena in lane 8. And look at the lead that Oliveira has already got out to. She comes in with a 55-4. She's out in a 26-57. Oliveira, Lamb, and Pena, your top 3 swimmers at the halfway mark. Oliveira will win this heat going away. Quite an impressive performance by Oliveira. She goes a 55-58. Lamb takes second, and Lembo takes third. We'll move into the boys 11 and 1200 freestyle. There's actually 5 heats of the boys. So most of these events here have been 3, maybe 4 heats. 5 heats of the boys. No surprise, it's freestyle. Everybody loves to swim freestyle. Lanes 4, 5, and 6 will be occupied here. William Yu from Crimson in 4. Max Fukudome in lane 5. And Dylan Nichols from Atlantis Aquatics is in lane 6.
Gerhard Hoover, Azariah Mamerset, Braden Ando, Jack Giapietti, and your top seeded time of 1:58.37 from Bluefish, Alex Parent. The time is 10:04. You have 30 minutes to declare your intentions to scratch.
Came in a little late there on the 200 backstroke final, so you can check Meet Mobile for that. Or I'm sure your kids, they know where they stand. Yu comes in first, Nichols second, Fukudome third. Yu goes a 102.51, came in with a 105.70, so good time drop there. We'll move to heat number 2. Lane 10 will be open. Owen Kawai in 1, Evan Jiang in 2, Declan McDonald in 3, Cullen Cashman in 4, Abby Bangari in 5, Riley Wilson in 6, Chase Whitman in 7, Moises Roman in 8, and Enzo Santos in lane 9. Abby Bangari, the 11-year-old from Metro West YMCA, comes in with the top time of 1:00.16. He's in lane 5. and is your leader at the halfway mark, followed by Cashman and Santos. Looks like your top 6 swimmers 0.6 of a second apart, so you can see how close these swimmers are at the wall, the final wall. And it is Bangari who takes it 59.26. Wilson takes second, McDonald third. So congratulations to Abby Bangari. And we'll move into heat number 4. Friend of the program, Hunter Andrews in lane 1, Henry Michael in 2, Eric Chan in 3, Brendan Titley in 4, Leo Tran in 5, Logan Krolnick in 6, William Wu in 7, Dennis Dragomoretsky in 8, Alfie Davies in 9, and Peter Zhu is in lane number 10. Titley out to the lead at the halfway mark, followed by Tran and Chang. So our top 5 swimmers separated by less than a second, 0.9 of a second to be exact. Titley in 4, Tran in 5. It looks like it's Tran right now leading the way. Let's see the touch, and it is. Tran takes it in a 54.90. Titley takes second. Wu takes third. Avery Cover here in lane 5. He is such a powerful young man that his explosive starts off the block, when he surfaces, he is literally already a half a body length ahead of everyone else. Cover out in a 24.6. Dylan Belair running second, Aiden Chapman third, both from Executive. Cover came in with a 53.11. Think about that, folks. He came in with a 53.11. He's going out with a 50.87. So Cover goes 50.87. Belair takes second, Chapman third. So another amazing performance by Avery Cover. That's a 3-second time drop, just about. Eli Weiser in 1, Chris Zhu in 2, Dylan Coyle in 3, Henry Bueno in 4, Jonathan Fioli-Haughey in 5, Aiden Boyle in 6, Caden Chang in 7, Charlie Doobie in 8, Jacka Oblandi in 9, and Alex Ng in 10. There's my executive friends. Chang in 7, Oblandi in 9. Right now it's Bueno and Fioli-Haughey, though, at the halfway mark. Followed by Aiden Boyle from the Edge, the best logo in the championship here. Fioli-Haughey continues to lead the way. Boyle making a little late push now on Bueno. Let's see who's going to take second. Fioli-Haughey will take this one. Second place will go to Boyle. So Boyle out-touches Bueno. Nice swim there by Boyle. Bueno takes third, and that's a wrap on our boys 11-1200 free. We'll move into the girls 13-14 100 free. Lucy Wagner in lane 4, Kara Wilson in 5, Catherine O'Sullivan in 6. We've been talking about food a lot over the past couple days. If you're looking for a good lunch spot today, yesterday we went to the Fix, the Fix. So the Fix Burger Bar, it's literally a walk from the Marriott. So it's like on the same street, like 4 or 5 buildings down. Fantastic. Excellent burgers, excellent service, excellent everything. I may or may not have had a milkshake at the end. Hopefully my wife is not listening. O'Sullivan, Wagner, and Wilson, it was at the halfway mark, and it is Wagner who will take it. Lucy Wagner from the Bluefins, 59-27. O'Sullivan takes second, Wilson takes third. So if you're looking for a good lunch spot today, you know, burgers, salads, things like that, the Fix Burger Bar is your spot. Lanes 1 and 10 open. Catherine Newark in 2. Jane Dater in 3. Lena Thompson in 4. Sophia Kukras in 5. Jaden Fioli Haughey in 6. Molly Jordan in 7. Evan Otero in lane 8. And friend of the program, Madison Rogers in lane number 9. Very tightly bunched group of swimmers here. It looks like lanes 2 through 4. And lane 5. Clumped up. Kukras, Thompson, Dater, Newark, Otero. There's your top 5 right now. They come from lanes 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lena Thompson battling Sophia Kukras here. Lanes 4 and 5. It looks like Thompson will out-touch her, and she does. 57-29 for Thompson. Kukras takes second. Dater takes third. We will move into heat number 3. Ksenia Bagdasarian in 1. Amelia Deutsch in lane 2. Elizabeth Guevara in 3. Carly Atwood in 4. Addison Fulling in 5. Tracy Peng in 6. Alyssa Bennett in lane 7. Alexandra Liu in 8. Charlotte Tayeb in lane 9. And Isabel Bouzaid in lane 10. Carly Atwood looks to be ever so slightly ahead. She is. Our top 8 swimmers separated by 9/10 of a second. So everybody super close. It looks as though it is Carly Atwood, though, followed by Fulling. Let's check the touch, and it is Atwood, followed by Fulling. Deutsch takes third. Alina Eco in lane 1. Vivian Wienert in 2. Lydia Kraft in 3. Lane 4 is open. Jacqueline Zipagin in 5. Hazel Muhaideen in 6. Katrin Dupre in 7. Sarah Rapucci in 8. Lila Doherty in 9. And Isla Amuin in lane 10. Zipagin leading the way, followed by Muhaideen and Dupre. I've been saying those names a lot this weekend. Jacqueline, Hazel, and Katrin have had themselves quite a weekend. Zipagin will take it, 51.77. Muhaideen goes 52.97. Doherty takes third with a 54.96. Emma Kawhi in lane 1. Sophie Weingarten in 2. Kelly Uribe in 3. Abby Lazorisak in 4. Zuri Ferguson in 5, Vivian Molson in 6, Ali Jakes in 7, Sophia Crudy in 8, Amelia Barron in 9, and JoJo Sabolowski in lane 10. It's Vivian Molson leading the way at the halfway mark. Fast, fast, fast. She's out in a 25-1, followed by Lazarasak and Ferguson. 0.7 of a second separate the swimmers in lanes 4, 5, and 6. Here comes Lazarasak in lane 4 from the Sailfish. So she was second at the halfway mark, and she'll take it. 52.68, Molson second, Ferguson third. Move into our 6th and final heat on the girls' side. Madison Stearns from Ryak in lane 1, Cindy Ben in 2, Caden McKibben in 3, Lucy Chivers in 4, Isabella Teixeira in 5, Quinn White in 6, Carrie Frey in 7, Jane Wheeler in 8, Kara Hill in 9, and Nina Mazariu in lane 10. Isabella Teixeira out in a blazing 24.84. Teixeira came in with a 51.20. So that was the top overall time coming in. It's Teixeira, White, and Wheeler at the halfway mark. Teixeira goes a 51.6. Quinn White takes second. Third place goes to Jane Wheeler. Now we'll move to the boys. This is going to be fun to watch. Should be some blazing fast swims here. There's your lane assignments for our opening heat of the boys 13-14 100-yard freestyle. Rex Lee in 1, Hewitt Engo in 2, Max Georgiev in 3, Cale Copeland in 4, Moritz Gerhard in 5, Kevin Gia in 6, Daniel Wang in 7, Will Ertman in 8, Alexander Hoffman in 9, and Ethan Zhang in lane 10. Wang leads the way, followed by Gia and Copeland. Copeland takes it. Let's try something new here, folks. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We got some fancy graphic results, which we're going to try and run after this heat. Philip Wang in 1, Arun Kang in 2, Yu Hawkins in 3, Ivan Cheung in 4, David Sapoznikov in lane 5, Holden Brown in 6, George Groves in 7, Alex Abdulin in 8, Peter Nelson in 9, Daniel Landau in 10. David Sapoznikov is another one of those swimmers who has been near the top in every single event he has swam this weekend. Holden Brown as well, George Groves. There is also Sapoznikov leading the way, followed by Brown and Cheung. We're going to try this fancy graphic once we get everyone to touch here. Sapoznikov first, Brown second. Oh, I like that, huh? Folks, how do you like that graphic? That's a new one. I'm pulling that one right out of the tool belt. Event 60, Heat 3, Russell Cutler in 1, Leon Kocharovsky in 2, Eddie Barnes in 3, Zach Parent in 4, Azariah Mamaset in 5, Alex Parent in 6, Evan Hung in 7, Ethan Steichen in 8, Gerhard Hoover in 9, Nathan Manzioni in 10, and it is Azariah Mamaset at the halfway mark. Woo, 23:68. So Mamaset followed by Zach Parent and Alex Parent. Mamaset takes it 48-90. All right, I'm liking this new graphic. There are some features of this software which I'm just starting to learn, and sometimes I'm a little scared to hit the wrong button and I won't be able to get my graphics back. Wesley Ross in lane 1, Jonah Nathanson in 2, Braden Ando in 3, RB Hallage in 4, Anderson McEnany in 5, Lucas Nelson in 6, Jordan Kinch in 7, Jos Barani in 8, Jackson White in 9, and Jaden Yang in lane 10. McEnany's out in a 23:07, followed by Nelson and Hallage. McEnany will take this one, 48-10.
Our next event is event 61, girls, 11-12, 200-yard breaststroke. There will be 3 heats. Heat 1.
Tamsin Burden in lane 2, Charlie Perkins in 3, Rafaela Andretta in 4, Alex Noble will be in 5, Rosie Pan in 6, Emma Santoro 7, Helen Lewin 8. I guess I should tell you this is event 61, the women's 11-12 200 breast. Nina, yes, it was a pleasure getting to meet you and Megan, having our fireside chats in the luxuriously extravagant Courtyard Marriott on Grove Street in Worcester. It's always nice to come into the hotel lobby after a long session and see smiling faces and talk more, because I do love to talk. And Nina and Megan would always be there, smiling face, ready to engage in some, light conversation, which was always appreciated. Noble leading the way, followed by Perkins and Pan. Alex Noble leading the way, followed by Perkins and Pan. 200 breasts. This one is a burner on the legs. Noble continues to lead here. And there's just so many other features of the software that I think we talked about this previously over the weekend, where it's going to go. The one I'm personally most excited about is when the swimmer comes in and touches the wall, if they make any type of a cut with that time, it will say it on the screen next to their name. AG for age group, SILV for silvers. Well, I don't think that's going to happen this short course season. We'll be hoping to get that into the mix, maybe for long course season. So it is Noble who takes it. Pan will take second. So the tricky part about that graphic that you see at the end there, and let me do lane assignments here first before I get talking. Lucy Terrell in lane 2, Serena Liu in 3, Sam Noble in 4, Sarah Zhang in 5, McKenna Lawson in 6, Haley Bellardo in 7, Madeline Rowe in lane 8. The funny thing about those graphics is, you know, everything is driven by the timing system. So when the final person touches, I can get those results on the screen. But then as soon as the timing system advances to the next heat, yeah, it goes away. Yes. So the person running the timing system, it's always good if they have like an iPad watching the broadcast so they can understand and see how their button pushes. Right. Or if they just go a little slower, take a breath. Take a breath. But these prelims move so fast that sometimes it's not up to them. It's the officials, you know. They're blowing that whistle. They're moving it. They're keeping the meat moving extremely fast. Yeah. We do have also the ability, I do have a winner graphic. So if we had a camera person that was, you know, kind of manning a camera, and when the winner comes in and touches the wall, you know, we could zoom in on the winner, and I have a graphic that will show the winner banner on the bottom third. It'll give their name and time. Oh, that's happening. We're going to get that going, trust me. I'm actually going to test it after this heat right now. I'm going to see what it looks like, at least. Sarah Zhang continues to lead the way at the 150-yard mark. She's got a 2-second lead over McKenna Lawson. Sam Noble running third. Zhang came in with a 2:31.42. Zhang will take it in a 2:33.70. So let's see what that. I think I want to wait until all the swimmers touch, but I could do it now, I believe. I'm going to wait. Lawson runs second, Noble third, Bellardo fourth. Let's see what that winner graphic looks like. Oh, I like it. No. I like the other one better too. Okay, I got a little confused there, folks. There we go. I got our graphics back. See that one? I got a little confused there. Izzy Gilbert in lane 2, Anna Zaffron in 3, Nico Wienert in 4, Margot Levake in 5, Sophia Oliveira in lane 6, Zaichen Zhang in 7, and Sherry Yi in lane 8. All right, here we go. Levake leading the way, followed by Oliveira and Wienert. Levake, Oliveira, and Wienert still at the top. 1, 2, 3. Levake, Wienert, and Oliveira. In this beautiful February 27th, sunny day. February 27th, always a special day to me. Right at the end of the month, one more day as Margot Levake takes first. 228.53 for Levake. Looks like it will be Wienert who takes second, and she does. Oliveira third.
Our next event is event 62, boys 11-12 junior breaststroke. There will be 3 heats. Heat 1.
Event 62, this is heat number 1. Chase Whitman in lane 2, Jonathan Lee in lane 3, Chris Cotton is in lane 4, Jacob Schneider in 5, Malcolm Kelton in 6, Brian Zhu in 7, Ben Raney in lane 8. I'm really liking that graphic. That No, the one winner one only works if you have a camera person that would zoom in on the winner, it would show the winner, and then it would come out, and then you do something else. Yeah. So one of the enhancements as well, folks, we understand that you are looking for split times. And I have split times on my system, but you see in the top left-hand corner the split of the leader and then the delta as far as how many seconds everyone is behind. Right, you have to do the math, which not everybody loves to do the math. So the software developer, Dr. Dave from Streamline Aquatics, that will be a feature enhancement where I will be able to toggle whether you see the split time or the delta time. And I know the split time is very important to a lot of parents at home, so we will be working on that. Again, these are enhancements not going to be like happening today. Schneider, Cotton, Zhu leading the way. They'll be coming up maybe for long course season. Right. So a lot of enhancements will be coming down the pipe. We talked about on Friday, do want to get some swimmer interviews. So I do see a point in time where I have someone down on the deck, and after a swimmer finishes a race, they'll do a quick little live interview. I know the swimmers absolutely love that. I can't tell you how many of my daughter's friends, both of them, the 10-year-old friends of Avery and the older friends of Addison, always want me to interview them and get them on the broadcast. Yeah, that was awesome. Jacob Schneider takes first. Chris Cotton takes second. Whitman, that's Chase Whitman from Charles River, takes third. Right. Yeah, I heard Meat Mobile was not running that well last night for finals. William Yu in lane 2 here in heat number 2. Brendan Liu in lane 3, Max Sturman in lane 4, Leo Tran in lane 5, Zach Gow in lane 6, James Cook in 7, and Cullen Cashman in 8. Yeah. Tran leading the way at the 50-yard mark. He's out in a 36.56. He's followed by Sturman and Gow. So our top 3 swimmers, a second and a half off the pace. 263 of you out on the live stream. I'll take this time to do my shameless plug for Gator Swim Club Seekonk. So that is my swim club, folks. And we broadcast all of our meets on YouTube in a similar production just like this. We've built that YouTube channel from 0 to almost 900 subscribers. We're trying to get to 1,000 because at the 1,000 mark, we can unlock some pretty cool features from YouTube. We can also begin to monetize the stream for the club as well. So if you are willing, we would love to have you subscribe. Once again, it's Gator Swim Club Seekonk. You can search it on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell next to it. You'll be notified whenever we go live with meets. And I know many of you and your teams are part of our Gator meets, whether they're at Seekonk over the past 2 years due to COVID or at Brown University. So you'd be doing me and Gators a huge favor by hitting that subscribe button for Gator Swim Club Seekonk, so we certainly appreciate it. I'm not twisting your arm by any stretch, but I certainly do appreciate it. That's what the YouTubers say. They say, hit that, what do they say, like and subscribe? Yeah, like and subscribe below. Leo Tran will take it 241.79 for Tran. Gow takes second. Cashman third. Sturman takes fourth. Yeah, we are moving. We are flying through prelims this morning, folks. We're moving into heat 3. It's our final heat of the boys 11 and 12 200-yard breaststroke. Leo Torres in lane 2, Ben Cox in 3, Isaac Tell in 4, Henry Bueno in 5, Porter Mulgrew in 6, Jacob Blondie in 7, and Rock Falagara in lane 8. Henry Bueno leading the way at the 50-yard mark, followed by Ben Cox and Isaac Tell. Bueno building up a 3-second lead on Cox, 5.5 seconds on Tell. Bueno from the Tritons. You know, I got to say the Tritons have a pretty smooth logo as well. I still say the Edge has the best logo with the shark and just, oh, I love it. But the Amherst Tritons have a pretty neat logo as well. I guess maybe I've just never noticed. It's something holding a pitchfork. I don't know what it is. Well, it's so small. Oh, I don't know that. Oh, so my partner tells me Tritons are the god of water. I didn't know that. Listen, I'm not very cultured, okay? I like sports. Yep. So the Triton is the Greek god of the sea. Boyno continues to lead the way at the 150-yard mark, followed by Ben Cox and Porter Mulgrew. Yes, Mike Lunardelli, I agree with you. Mike says the reality is that subscribing helps everyone because you are doing some of these big meets. Agree. So subscribe, folks. Henry Boyno takes it 229.39. No, it doesn't cost anything. That's the best thing. It costs nothing to subscribe. It just costs your finger moving a little bit across the screen. And that's all, folks. Mulgrew takes second. Cox takes third here in heat number 3.
Our next event is event 63, girls 13 to 14 20-yard breaststroke. There will be 3 heats. Heat 1.
We'll move into heat 1. This is the girls 13-14 200-yard breaststroke. We'll have 3 heats. Lanes 1 and 10 will be open. Evan Otero in lane 2. Jojo Sabalowski in 3. Josie Stevens in 4. Carmen Bunt in 5. Sophia Yee in 6. Audrey Bonin, friend of the program, in lane 7. Carly Atwood in 8. And Nina Mazariu in lane 9. One of the cool features that get unlocked at 1,000 subscribers is you can actually, they let you live stream from a mobile device. So, you know, I still would have all my cameras set up, but picture somebody down on the deck just with their iPhone being able to do an interview potentially with a swimmer. Well, of course not. We know you can't be behind the blocks. Listen, I am Safe Sport certified, my friend. So I understand where you can and cannot be with a phone on a swim deck. So that's definitely one of the cool features. Sophia Yee leads the way at the 100-yard mark. She's out in a 1:11.86. Carmen Bunt running second. It is Audrey Bonin in third.
Swimming in lane 2 from Charles River, Evan Otero. Lane 3 from Amherst, Tritons, Jojo Sabalowski.
150-yard mark here, and it is Sophia Yee.
Lane 5 from Gator.
Carmen Bunt in second. Audrey Bonin in third. So really, Bonin's only a little over a second and a half out of the mix here. So really anyone's race. Here comes Bunt in lane 5. So Bunt actually touches first at the 175-yard mark. Bunt has started to accelerate, and she has passed Yee right now. Here comes Bonin in lane 7, and it's also Stevens in 4, but it is Bunt who takes it. Yee second, Stevens third. Bonin will take fourth.
Heat 2.
Heat 2 in the water. Abigail Jackman in lane 2. Sophia Cruti in lane 3. Quinn White in 4. Carrie Frey in lane 5. Hazel Jean Tracy in lane 6. Megan Kelly in 7. Noor Abdalel in 8. And Catherine O'Sullivan in lane 9. Quinn White leading the way, followed by Tracy and Kelly. Top three a little over a second apart. You see them in the middle of your pool. Continues to be Quinn White at the halfway mark. She's out in a 110.88. Tracy and Frey. So Frey moves from fourth to third. Tracy remains in second. White remains your leader, followed by Tracy and Frey, so no change there among your top three. White will put the finishing touches on her victory here in Heat 2, 229.01. Tracy takes second, Frey takes third. Heat 3 in the water here. Emma Richards in lane 2. Audrey Cook in 3. Isabella Teixeira in 4. Addie Ebol in 5. Amelia Barron in 6. Vivian Molson in lane 7. Sophie Weingarten in lane 8. And Lucy Wagner in lane 9. 276 of you on the live stream right now. I think that's our high water mark for this morning. Nope, we were at 294 a little earlier. 283. Ebbs and flows, especially if you're watching on your device. Every time if you go out of the app to do something else, it takes you off, and then at least it doesn't count you as a concurrent viewer. And then when you go back in, it brings you back on. So I know we can eclipse at least, folks, let's go. We need 338 plus tonight. This is our last night. We can do it. 338 is our magic number as you watch Isabella Teixeira and Addie Ebol battle. It is Ebol leading the way, followed by Teixeira and Molson. So we had 338. I think that was the high water mark for Friday night, and that was just a timed finals. I mean, tonight is the whole enchilada. It's the prelims this morning and the finals tonight. So I think no, I don't. I have the 1650 today. We have the mile coming up this afternoon. Addie Ebol running in first right now, followed by Molson and Teixeira. Looks like Molson and Teixeira were tied at that 150-yard mark, both clocking in a 149.09. Tight race here, lanes 4 and 5, Teixeira and Ebol, and it was Molson actually. So Vivian Molson in lane 7 takes it. Teixeira second, Ebol third. Speeding towards the end of the morning session, folks. This is heat 1 of the boys 13-14 200 breast. In lane 2, Hugh Hawkins. In lane 3, Ethan Halpern. In lane 4, Ivan Chiang. In lane 5, Gerhard Hoover. In lane 6, Ben Haddock. In lane 7, Matthew Joe. In lane 8, Jaden Yang. And in lane 9, Will Athanas. Top time coming in belongs to Gerhard Hoover, 2:20.09 for Hoover. It's Haddock, though, who looks to be your leader at the 50-yard mark, and it is. Haddock, Joe, and Hoover separated by 0.3 of a second.
Ashman, Zach Gao, Chris Kosnitz, Leo Tran, Jacob Schneider, Henry Bueno.
Missed that event, but those were the finalists. Again, you can check that out on Meet Mobile.
Ben Cox, Porter Mulgrew, Cullen Cashman, Zach Gao, Chris Constance, Leo Tran, Jacob Schneider, and the top time from Amherst Tritons is 2:29.39, Henry Bueno. The time is 10:53. You have 30 minutes to declare your intentions to scratch.
Ben Haddock continues to lead the way, followed by Hoover. Matthew Joe running in third right now. Tight battle between Hoover and Haddock. It is going to be Hoover, though, who touches first. 2:17.18 for Hoover. Haddock goes to 2:18.31. So we're on heat number 2. Leon Kocharovsky in lane 2, Devin Bird in 3, Arun Kang in 4, David Sapoznikov in 5, Andrei Sukhanov in 6, Chris Zhang in 7, Owen Rosenthal in 8, and that's Holden Brown from Crimson in lane 9. Sapoznikov running in first, followed by Sukhanov and Brown. Is Jess Musamara asks, is Meet Mobile working now? Jess, I don't know. I have not looked all morning. I'm not a great multitasker, Jess. So going on Meet Mobile while I'm trying to commentate and follow everything, we're checking it for you right now, though. Give us a second. So it does not look like Meet Mobile is updated. Yeah. So that all that stuff is run on the scorers table, and I'm connected to them, but I'm not really connected to them. I have nothing to do with Meet Mobile and uploading results and anything of that nature. David Sapoznikov continues his winning ways, 2:16.45. Andrei Sukhanov will take second. Holden Brown takes third. There are your results for heat number 2. We'll move into heat 3. Ethan Young in lane 1, Yua Ingo in 2, Azariah Mamaset in lane 3, Brady Cam in lane 4. Top time belongs to George Groves from Gators coming in lane 5, George Lamb in lane 6, Ethan Ackerman Valela in lane 7, Eric Nee in lane 8, and Shane McDonald in lane 9. Liz Carbone on the live stream. Happy birthday to Elisa. Wow, this is a surprise. I did not realize it was my partner's birthday here today. I didn't. So Elisa Pelchat, folks, if you see her today, wish her a happy birthday. The mother of Julia and Emily Pelchat of Gators. She's working with me in the booth today. Very sneaky. Did not know it was Elisa's birthday. Certainly would have made that announcement a lot earlier in the broadcast if I knew. Wow, George Groves leading the way at the halfway mark, followed by George Lamb and Brady Cam. So Lamb Cam, both from Crimson, running second and third, but it's George Groves at the halfway mark. Out in a 104.84, George comes in with a 213.53. He's been another one of those swimmers frequently on the podium here this weekend. The Groves family full of talented swimmers. Sans Tim, Kathleen, George and Ruby's mother, a very accomplished swimmer at Yale. Ruby Groves, a standout at Classical High School in Rhode Island and on Gators, as is George. Their father, Tim, not so much. Maybe a little on the Masters circuit. I am just kidding. Tim is a fantastic swimmer. I give him grief. He helped me out yesterday as you watch Groves finish up in a 213.74, pretty much right on his time going into finals tonight. Lamb will take second. Cam will take third. George Groves, your winner in a 213.74. Always like watching the IMs. This is the girls 11 and 12 100-yard IM. There are your lane assignments. I think lane 5 is open. Yes, it is. So Ali DeGray is not with us this morning. Anna Pena in lane 1, Michelle Azaran in 2, Sadie Gagnon in 3, McKenna Lawson in 4, Eliana Lamb in 6, Nico Wienert in 7, Serenity Coleman in 8, Giselle Engo in 9. I'm being told on the live chat that the new Meet Mobile name to search by is 2022 NE 11-14 AG Champs. So that's what I'm being told. There's a new name on. Nope. Yep. They renamed it. So go to. There it is. So it is on Meet Mobile, folks. So if you're on your phone and you click on Meets Near Me and you scroll down a little bit, you will see it. And look at this, Sadie Gagnon comes in at a 106.35. That's a 2.5-second time drop for Gagnon. Lawson takes second. Layham takes third. So Gagnon continuing her winning ways. Caroline Specht in lane 1. Raina Wu in lane 2. Alex Noble in 3. Genesis Nunez in 4. Evie Gao in 5. Amy Key in 6. Annabelle Hoover in 7. Sherry Yee in 8. Caroline Curtin in 9. You know, I'm just thinking about what I'm going to talk about during the mile this afternoon. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. We're going to have a lot of fun because what can you really talk about during the mile? I mean, you are watching the swimmers swim back and forth for 20 minutes, right? There's not a lot of description I can give you. However, we're going to have some fun with it. So for those of you who have children that are swimming in the mile this afternoon, we're going to have a lot of fun with that session. So tune in for that one. Maybe we'll play a little trivia. Maybe we'll do a little, as what the kids call an AMA, Ask Me Anything. Those get fun. Evie Gao takes first. Key takes second. Hoover third. Our third and final heat on the girls' side finds Zichin Zhang in lane 1, Andrea Key in lane 2, Grace Lunardelli in 3, Leah Walden in 4, Sarah Zhang in 5, Julia Lembo in lane 6, Rafaela Andretta in lane 7, Nora Williamson in lane 8, and Valeria Preet in lane 9. Also wanted to throw this out there, folks, that while I always typically have my Gator parents who help me out on the broadcast, I have had some other parents here and there help me out from other teams. So if you are ever interested in helping me out at the broadcast, and basically helping me out is very simple. You're basically switching cameras, pushing a couple buttons here and there, but really getting a behind-the-scenes look. You know, you can certainly reach out to me. I am on Facebook, Jeremy Abreu. You can friend me. Always looking for good help, as they say, right? Sarah Zhang takes it. Walden second. Lunardelli third. Yes, if you're going to help me, you have to subscribe, like, and hit the bell notification first. That's a that's a qualification. We're moving into Heat 1 on the boys' side. This is the 11 and 12 100 IM. So in all seriousness, folks, if anyone is ever interested in helping out with the production, friend me on Facebook to communicate. Jeremy Abreu, Abreu, on Facebook. What's that? Oh, yeah, you can go to the Gator Facebook page as well and just drop me a message there. Gator Swim Club Seekonk, I believe it is. Max Fukudome in lane 4, Evan Jiang in lane 5, Alex Yoon in lane 6, Roger Zhang in lane 7. It's Jiang from Metro West YMCA leading the way right now. It's moved into the breaststroke. Always love watching the IM. Love seeing different strengths of different swimmers and how the ebbs and flows of the race changes literally with every change in stroke. Evan Jiang continues to lead the way. Keep an eye on lane 7. Here comes Roger Zhang on the outside. Looks like he's going to grab second here. And he does. We'll move into Heat 2. All 10 lanes occupied. Charlie Doobie in lane 1, Luca Guerra in 2, Aiden Boyle in 3, Brendan Titley in 4, Brian Zhang in 5, Jacob Schneider in lane 6, Aiden Chapman in 7, Abby Bengari in lane 8, Zach Gao in lane 9, Dennis Zhu in lane 10. It's Brian Zhang from Metro West YMCA leads the way. Nice turn into breaststroke. Bucket turn there. Zhang out in a 29.31. Followed by Titley and Chapman. And it will be Zhang, the Heat 2 winner. James Dupre in lane 1, Brian Zhu in lane 2, Tucker Raymond in 3, Caden Chang in 4, Leo Tran in 5, Henry Boyno in lane 6, Sebastian Tran Pham in lane 7, Declan McDonald in 8, Hunter Andrews in lane 9, and Matthew Edwards in lane 10. Again, this is Heat 3 of 4 of event 66, the men's 11 and 12 100 IM. 125-yard length of each of the 4 strokes. Leo Tran leading the way, followed by Caden Chang and James Dupre at the top. Top 3 swimmers separated by a half a second right now. Top 4 swimmers separated by 7/10, so really close. It's going to be Tran and Boyno battling. And it looks like it's Tran who takes it. Boyno takes second. Third place goes to Caden Chang. So our 4th and final heat of any individual events this morning finds Alex Ng in lane 1, Noah Wilson in lane 2, Eric Henderson in 3, Derek Feng in 4, Avery Cover in 5, Logan Krolnick in 6, Joey Eady in 7, Cullen Cashman in 8, Dara Gamel in lane 9, Ben Cox in lane 10. No surprise right now, it's Avery Cover leading the way. Avery Cover followed by Logan Krolnick and Derek Feng. They're your top 3. Edie in 4th right now. Avery Cover came in with a 59.98. He goes a 59.91. So, as always, a time drop for Cover.
Our next event is event 67, girls 13, 14, 400-yard freestyle relay. There will be 2 heats.
So, event 67 is next, girls 13, 14, 400-yard freestyle relay. The Bluefins will be in lane 4, United in lane 5, Solo in lane 6. Don't have any names on the relay swimmers, folks. I have whatever is on the heat sheet, and that is not on the heat sheet today. Sometimes I get a partial listing of names. Other times I just get club codes. And I just have team names right now. So girls 13, 14, 400-yard freestyle relay. Joe Monty says you can tell who the breaststrokers are. Yeah, I mean, typically the saying goes, right, if you're a good breaststroker, you're a great IMer. First transition about to happen. Bluefins leading the way, followed by Solo Aquatics with United Swim Club in third. So let's set the stage for the remainder of the day. We do have the distance event. Bluefins remain in the lead, followed by Solo, followed by United. Our anchor swimmers are on the block and await the transition. Bluefins in the water first. They have a 3.5-second lead, so barring an unforeseen circumstance, see what Solo can do here in, United in lane 5, Solo in lane 6. And it's United in lane 5 making up some serious ground already. This one's going to be a dogfight at the end here, folks. They got in the water 3.5 seconds behind. They're 0.6 behind now. Here comes United in lane 5. I think they have just overtaken the Bluefins, and they have. So it will be United A. They're going to win this relay going away. Great anchor leg swam here by United Swim Club A in lane 5. They will take it. Nice swim there by United. Bluefins take second. Solo will take third. United was in third place at the 200-yard mark. They come back and take the win. There are your lane assignments for Heat 2. Phoenix B in lane 1, Charles River A in lane 2, Gator B in lane 3, Bluefish A in 4, Crimson A in 5, Phoenix A in 6, Gator A in 7, Crimson B in lane 8, Charles River B in 9, and YMC of the North Shore in lane 10. Crimson A leading the way right now, followed by YMCA of the North Shore. Gator A in third right now.
So in lane 1, the team from Phoenix B, lane 2, Charles River A, lane 3, Gator B, lane 4, Bluefish A, lane 5, Crimson A, lane 6, Phoenix A,
Crimson A in lane 5. Now, see, that was a perfect example of a false touch. When that relay swimmer for the Gators in lane 3 was getting out of the pool, they hit the touchpad, so it registered and it showed Gators there at the top. So it's Crimson A leading the way. They have 50 yards to go before they hand it over to their anchor. Swimming the final leg. It will be Crimson that puts their 4th swimmer in the water first. It's Crimson A in lane 5. I'm being told that fantastic anchor leg swam by United was Isabella Teixeira. It's not terribly surprising right there, given Teixeira's performance so far this weekend. I was just asking my partner this. I'm not even sure what time the distance session starts. It's not in that email at all. So Crimson A takes it 3:34.97. Bluefish A takes second. Crimson B takes third.
Second going to Bluefish, 3:39.47. Great swim event, ladies. Next event is event 68, the boys 13-14 400-yard freestyle relay. As a reminder, this event has been reseeded into one heat. In lane 1 should be Crimson B. In lane 10, Metro West YMCA A. And 2 through 9 will be the second heat. Heat 1.
So it looks like the distance session starts at 3. I was told a different time. I was told it was like 2. That shows 3. Gonna have to get some clarification on that. Yeah. Well, what happens is the meat packet, they don't update that document. They put that one out right away and then they don't update it. Yeah. So our graphics are not going to show the correct thing here because this was changed after this heat was combined and changed after they gave our data to us. So Crimson B in lane 1, Executive A in 2, Gator A in 3, Charles River A in 4, Bluefish A in 5, Crimson A in 6, Charles River B in 7, Gator B in 8, Bluefish B in 9, and Metro West A in 10. So who's winning here? It looks like it's Bluefish in lane 5 and Crimson. So Bluefish and Crimson, lanes 5 and 6. They're your top 2 teams right now. Yeah, so Angela Sorello tells me New England Swimming says 2:30 warm-up, 3 p.m. start, and that's in line with what Elisa just showed me. However, I did get something that had an earlier start than that, so that's fine with me. I mean, I'll get to go back to the hotel then after this session and powder up, freshen up, and then come back. Should be fun, that distance session. Bluefish continuing to pound that water in lane 5. So the distance session doors open for the swimmers at 2:10. Warm-up is at 2:30. Start is at 3. The timers for the mile, 2:30 p.m. So timers for the mile report at 2:30. I believe that was Patty Spring there giving me all the info. So it is a 3 o'clock start. I will need to go in and update the link for that session. I believe I have us going live at 2 o'clock. So I'll take care of that at the completion of this session. Just keep wide till the end. Yeah, Bluefish is leading the way. Crimson is in second. So our leaders are in lanes 5 and 6. That's Bluefish left to right now with a black cap. Those are our leaders. So it's going to be Bluefish who takes it in lane 5. Crimson will take second, and here comes Charles River. Good thing there wasn't more pool left, because Charles River would have came in second. Charles River takes third. So pay no attention to those graphics on your screen. That was before this heat was reseeded. I can, but it's not worth it at this point. We're over.
61 and 62 are now closed. One scratch event 62 scores alternate. You swim as announced.
It's always good to powder up there, Mike. Freshen up.
Girls 11, 12, 20 yard freestyle relay. There'll be 2 heats.
All right, we're moving into event number 69. Power Red. Celtics. Green. Bluefish B will be in lane 4, Gator B in lane 5, YMCA of the North Shore Sharks in lane 6. Again, folks, tune in for that distance session. We're going to have some fun with that. Again, I'm not going to give you the ping-ponging of the swimmers for 20 minutes back and forth. So we'll have a little fun, maybe play a little trivia. Talk about food, as we always do, one of my favorite pastimes. Talking. That's right. We had an oral hygiene session yesterday talking about teeth brushing. I think it was Adam Wiener from Gators who asked me about my cavity situation, since I love sugary drinks and candy so much, and remarkably not a big cavity guy. Yeah. So it looks like we don't have the Bluefish in this relay. So it's just Gators in B, YMCA of the North Shore in 6. So Gators in 5, Y of North Shore in lane 6. Tight battle here. YMCA of the North Shore will put their swimmer in first. I believe we're on our third leg. Actually, no, this is our anchor swimmers. So Gator Swim Club B takes it. YMCA of the North Shore takes second. Heat 2 of 2. There are your lane assignments. Gator A in lane 2, Phoenix A in 3, Bluefin A in 4, Bluefish A in 5. Charles River A in 6, Charles River B in 7, Crimson Aquatics A in 8, Crimson Aquatics B in 9. There's an alphabet soup for you. Looks like it's Charles River Aquatics at the 25-yard turn. Charles River 1, Boston Bluefins 2, Bluefish A 3, Gator A 4th. So those are your top 4 teams after our leadoff swimmers. Let's see if Charles River can keep their hold on first. Here comes the Bluefins in lane 4. Charles River does hold on to that lead by the slimmest of margins. A little over a tenth of a second over the Bluefins. Bluefish A running in second. So 4, 5, and 6 where all of the leaders are right now. It's basically a dead heat, although it looks like Bluefish may have snuck ahead ever so slightly. And it is Bluefish, Charles River, Bluefins, Gators running 4th, so that's Gagnon in the water for the Gators. We'll see if she can sneak up into 3rd place. Charles River has regained the lead. And it will be Charles River who takes it. Charles River takes 1st, the Bluefins 2nd, Bluefish 3rd, Gators will take 4th. Nice leadoff leg there by Emily Pelchat from the Gators. All right, folks, this is it. Heat 70, event 70, our final event of the morning. 2 heats here. It's the boys 11-12 200-yard freestyle relay. Once again, for those of you who this may be your final session with us, we certainly, and I certainly appreciate you taking the time to join us here this weekend from WPI for these 11 to 14, age group championships, sponsored, of course, by A3 Performance. Check out A3 Performance at a3performance.com. I certainly hope even if you don't have a swimmer in the finals tonight, you will tune in to give all of the other swimmers a little bit of support. Teammate support, always a great thing. You all have been fantastic. Certainly makes the broadcast a lot more fun when people are interactive on the live chat and everyone's having a good time. So I appreciate that. We've talked about we will be back here next weekend for those of you with 15 to 18-year-old swimmers. I'll be back broadcasting Friday morning. That will be the opening morning of age groups in the 15 to 18-year-old session. So, yep, Elisa might be here with me. Those will be running Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So looking forward to that. We got our distance session this afternoon. It starts at 3. Our final session, I believe, starts around 6. I think it's 5:50 or 5:55 tonight. So it's been a fun run this weekend. Successful age group production put on by Crimson Aquatics and WPI. Phoenix A takes first, Crimson B second, Ryak takes third. And we have embarked on our final heat of the morning. Gator A in 1, Bluefish B in 2, Charles River A in 3, Executive A in 4, Bluefish A in 5, Anglerfish A in 6, Crimson A in 7, Metro West in 8, the Bluefins A in 9, and YMCA of the North Shore in lane 10. Again, before we do sign off, a very happy birthday to my partner here, Elisa Pelchat. I don't think I can say enough because she was being a little sneaky by not letting me know it was her birthday. So I'm going to make sure on every session here she's getting a birthday shout out. I'm going to be a gentleman and not mention the 2-digit number that is associated with Elisa unless she really gets me mad or annoyed. Then I will expose that number for everyone to see because I know that number. I don't think she knows I know it. So final relay of the afternoon, morning session, Executive leading the way, followed by the Bluefins and Crimson Aquatics A. I ask everyone who's still listening, bring a friend tonight. Send that link to one extra person. I'd love to crack 400 for the finals here tonight. I think these swimmers all deserve a gigantic audience. So there are your final results for our final relay. I think it's our final. Yes, it does. All right. He scared me for a second there, Mark Weil, down on the PA for WPI. So, folks, we'll be back at around 3 o'clock, probably like 10 of 3 for the distance session. Again, we appreciate you taking the time to join us here. Thank you. It's been a pleasure to bring these sessions to you. We got 2 more left, as we talked about. We'll see you this afternoon at 3 for the distance. If not, we'll see you for finals tonight. On behalf of the birthday girl, Elisa Pelchat, I am Jeremy Abreu. We'll see you this afternoon.